I'd like to welcome everybody to my channel. Yes, I felt the need to say that. Well, since we have rain coming for the next 4 days, my puppy Kitt and I, he decided, hey, he's like, hey Dad, make a video to show everybody where you've been training me. I was like, not a bad idea, because there may be some viewers out there that might actually like to see where I train my puppy. Well, right now I am at what we call the football field. It's more than just a football field. It's got baseball diamonds. You got one over yonder, and you got that one, and you got this one. 3 baseball diamonds, and on the outer skirts is the football field. And not to mention, you have this wonderful walking path. It goes around the full circle. I've walked down here thousands of times. I got many miles down here in walking. It is one of my favorite places to walk. And with that being said, it's not one of Kitt's favorite places to be trained. Not by any means. This will make Kitt's 4th time here. Yeah, that's right. I've only had him here 3 other times. Now let me tell you the downside to what Kitt does not like about being here. As you can hear behind me, that is the major highway. That's right. You're going to hear truck sounds all the time. That doesn't seem to faze Kitt that much, because where I live at home, there's sounds of vehicles all the time because I live on a busy road. But like I said, I've had Kitt down here 3 other times training him, and the first time he did very well. It's been about a month and a half ago I had him here training. I will tell you why I had to stop in a minute. But anyway, he did very well the first time. Second time, he wasn't having it so much. I had him in the grass. The third time, I got about right here to this point. I got right here at this point, and Kitt was not having it. I am this far. I was parked in the same spot. Right up there is my SUV I called Defiant. And right up yonder there, on the other side of the highway, it was a lot of train sounds. Well, there's a train coming through. He was already nervous because of the train sounds, and plus there was a lot of big semi trucks going across, and a little girl was walking down the trail, and when all this was happening, his tail was down, between his legs. Little girl's like, may I pet your puppy? Well, I'm not going to deny her, but he wanted no part of that. Well, Kitt does seem to be a little nervous about kids, and that was the last time I had him down here. And that's not the reason mainly why I don't bring them back here to train, because this is the perfect place to train them. There's a lot of distractions. The main reason is, and I'm hoping it's okay now, geese poop. That's right. Guys, I've been walking down here for the last 9 years, okay? I say about the last couple years, we had a lot of geese call this their home. And if you guys know anything about geese, they leave poop everywhere. And all 3 times we was down here, and one of the times was really bad because you could not walk anywhere without stepping in geese poop. And if you got a puppy like mine, he wants to pick up every piece of geese poo-poo he sees. It was loaded, but it is autumn. It's fall time. Geese go to warmer climates. And right now I'm not seeing no geese poop. So this may be a good place to bring Kitt back to train. But I will not be training him as much over where I'm at now. I would be training him over on the other side. That's where I used to train my dog Stormy at. And I'm also thinking right over yonder, there's some picnic tables, right? Think about when Angie has lunch today, Kitt and I come back, and maybe I can start training there and walk over there, and Angie have lunch at the picnic tables. But guys, this is a football field. This is one of the places I have had Kitt 4 times, counting today, although he ain't training right now. I had Kitt to be trained. Now let's go to another place, which is right down the road. The kittens have found a home, thanks to all who help care for them. May God bless you. There's a reason I'm reading this note. This is where I was at yesterday. I'm here at Waterway Park. We will get to that, but I was here yesterday, and that's where I was training Kitt. Well, every time we come over here for the last month and a half, they've been kittens here. That's right. they've been kittens and a mama cat. And everybody in the neighborhood's been feeding them and taking care of them. So that note makes me feel real happy. They all been found a home, and yeah, I'm very pleased to hear that. Well guys, I am at Waterway Park, and like I said before, this is one of the places I train Kitt. This is a very unique, forgotten park. It's one of my favorite places to be, actually, because I have a creek. Well, I got a creek there, and there's a boat dock over yonder, so there's water on 3 points. And also, this is one of my favorite places to fish. And not to mention, the circle around here is not a wide circle. And this would be the perfect place to train Kitt to walk, right? One would definitely think so. Kitt does not exactly like this place over here. Now let me tell you the downside to it. You have traffic sounds because the main highway is just right over yonder, and whenever a train comes through, you hear the train. And not to mention, I should have meant to mention this at the football field, you know, the fire department and the ambulance department, did I say that right? The fire department, which the ambulance is over in town, anytime they get called out, they have to come down that highway, and you hear sirens. Kitt doesn't do so well with sirens either. But it is a beautiful place to come and train your puppy. It is. Even though it does have some downfalls to it. And not to mention, there is other dogs that do come here, and sad to say, their owners don't always keep them on a leash. This is what I always call my injured park. Whenever I will pull my back out, and for those that follow me, been following me for years, my back usually gets pulled out twice a year. And when my back gets pulled out, this is one of the places I walk because it's short laps. And I thought this would be an ideal place to train Kitt, especially when I first get him out starting the walking thing with me. It'd be just shorter laps. That's still the thought. But he's only did good over here one time. One time. And I've had him here multiple times. And yesterday, he is having no part of it. But to be fair, right over yonder, there's the boat dock. Or let me try this again. Right over there is the boat dock, and they're still fixing it up and trying to make it into a decent place. Well, pretty soon you're going to have a lot of construction over there. Then again, they may wait till summer to do the construction. So yesterday when we was here, I guess one of the workers had their dog pinned up over yonder there, and he kept barking at Kitt, and Kitt wasn't having him. No. And not to mention, any day now, or they may wait till next summer or spring, there's going to be a lot of construction. So will Kitt ever be able to warm up and maybe train here and walk here? Probably not so much training. I'm still trying though. I am. But hopefully if I ever get him to walk good with me, we will come back here. Yes. This is one of the places I want to go. Just like over the football field. Alright guys, let's head over to the last place I train Kitt. Now I would tell you about other options of places I could train Kitt. Well, let me take you to the last one. The one I train Kitt at the most. I see over there. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. My allergies kind of get to me. And it puts a tickle in my throat. And I thought I was going to have to cough for a second, but I didn't. I see you over there. Before we leave here, let me show you what some people do. And if I didn't catch my puppy in time, he would have eaten it up. Yeah, what you see, it looks like spaghetti, and I don't know, there's cigarette butts in it. Yeah, somebody just threw it right down on the ground. The sad part about that is there's a garbage can right over yonder, and there's another garbage can right there. And there's another one right over there. But yet, people have to get lazy and throw it right on the ground. And my puppy Kitt almost eaten that. I want to welcome you guys to City Park. That's right, this is the place I mainly train Kitt. I am on the back side of it right now. This is where I've been parking at, behind the Boy Scout cabin. And the reason I like to park here, because this is a big parking lot. This is where I've been training Kitt to walk on pavement, and I zigzag through the parking spots. And not to mention, Mr. Kitt here, I like to walk him up through this whole field right here and let him get some sniffers. And this ain't the only place here at the park I take Kitt to train. We're gonna walk over yonder there, and I'll show you the other spot. On the way over here, I tell you the downside to this park, and I'll tell you something I'm hoping my puppy starts doing one day. One of the downsides is, yes, you do hear dogs barking, like you hear the one behind me. It does affect Kitt sometimes, but not a lot. It has affected him. Yesterday it did, yeah. We came back over here to train yesterday. No, the day before, not yesterday. We trained at Waterway yesterday. Day before, and yeah, he heard the dog barking sound, and yeah, he wanted no part of it. Another thing, it's kind of maybe, I don't know, you get a lot of people here. You know, there's a big pavilion, there's a small pavilion over yonder. Right here's the Boy Scout cabin, you got the big barn, and you got the swimming pool. Any given time, this place could fill up with peoples, and then you got the large playground, it could fill up with lots of children. Not a bad thing, really, because I look for them distractions, especially if there's sounds of children nearby. Them are good distractions for Kitt, because I'm hoping he gets used to children. Right now, he seems to be a little nervous. And Kitt, okay, you can have that sniffer. I almost broke my golden rule. See, the first time I have Kitt out, it's usually for him to get sniffing and for me to walk around to smell his locations, wherever we're going to be at that day. And I thought I was training, and yeah. So I almost want to edge him away. That makes sense? It kind of did to me. Now, one of the big things I really want Kitt to start doing is urinating or even having a bowel movement other than our home or our yard at home. He's only peed one time, and that was here in this park, and that was on the other side, just once. We've had Kitt exactly going on 3 months this Saturday. Yeah, so you might as well say we had Kitt 3 months. He's only peed outside of our own yard one time. I know if I could get him to start urinating, let's say here at the park a lot, or even having bowel movements, he will put his own sin here. And I think once he's done that enough, it will loosen him up. It'll make him feel more comfortable being here. All right, Kitt, come on. Oh, look at him. And what you know, when I turn the camera back on him, he gets up. But he did exactly what I've been training him. When I stop, he stops and sits. And he was doing that. But when I turned the camera around, guess what? He wasn't doing it no more. All right, Kitt, let's go over here where I trained you and show everybody the other place I like to train you over here. Another place I love to train Kitt, and this is probably where I train him at almost the most, if that makes sense, is right here. In this little patch of grass from down yonder all the way up here to the road. And what I like to do is I like to get him on the road, which we're gonna go over there right now, and I like to see how far I can get him to walk on the road and walk right next to me. Now I have another training method on to get him to walk on the pavement with me. I have started that training method yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? It was the day before yesterday, because I did it behind the Boy Scout cabin. Something I'm trying, I can show you real quick. So what I'm doing is, okay, Kitt, stop. I know we're not training right now, baby. But what I would do is I automatically stop, turn around, walk the other way. If he doesn't want to come to me, I coach him with a treat. And that's the whole idea, because I want to get him unscared. Now he's doing fine right now. Come on, Kitt, to me. He's doing fine right now. He's not trying to pull to the left. Well, that's bird poo-poo. But he doesn't always do fine. One of the reasons I picked this park the most to train Kitt, because this is the one I want him to get used to the most. This would be the park I would be walking at the most. This is our city park. And this is the place when he gets walking, which he will, he'll be walking with me on an everyday basis here the most. You know, it really all depends on weather too, you know. Them are the three main places I walk. Has it kind of made sense to you all yet? The places I'm training Kitt is the three major places I walk. Now, I could always train him down there at the dog park, but I want him to go there and play. I don't want him to think we're going to train. But there is a trail called Dearborn County Trails right next to the dog park. He will be walking on that too. Yes, but I'm not going to start him on that until he gets better at walking at my side. And right now he is doing phenomenal. Holy smokes. And guys, this is without treats. Let me show you. Here, hold on. I got his treats right here. Look at this. I got his treats in my pocket. I have not given him none. I won't give him none until the training starts, after I get done making a video. And, well, he's pulling over to the grass, but that's okay. He's actually walking great without the treats. Yeah. He won't do that. He won't do that next time, I probably, you know. He has his moments. Let me get over on the other side and we'll go towards the car. I'll show you one of the other places I like to train Kitt here. One of the other things I am a little concerned with, I probably should train Kitt. What are you doing, baby? I should probably, now he has trouble walking through this area right here. There's nobody here at the park, not a soul, but he still has trouble. Something scares him a little bit in this area. But I shouldn't train Kitt. How can I put this? I should train Kitt first, then let him walk and have a leisure walk second, because when I'm doing what I'm doing now, I let him have his leisure walk first. He's a little tired when it becomes training, and I don't get a good train out of him. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna see right over there, that's what we call the round barn. One of these days I do some, actually I did some history on this back some years ago. I take him all around the round barn. There's a piece of grass over yonder there, right next to the round barn. I take him that piece of grass because I want him to learn every inch of this city park. And if I could get him to pee, I like to have him pee close to the road if I can. That would be better for me. That way, good old Mr. Kitt here will learn his surroundings and have his own sin here, and it will help out tremendously. Oh, I didn't see you pick that acorn up, but thank you for spitting it out. And right here's the brand spanking new pool. That's right, brand spanking new pool. I watched this thing being built. Stormy and I did. That's right, we was walking down here, we watched them build it. All right, our car is right beyond the Boy Scout cabin. Let's kind of like mosey over that way. Now there is other places I could take Kitt. One other place is called the soccer field. That's where I train Stormy at the most. That and the football field. And the reason the soccer field is probably the best place of all to train your dog, because it's just right down the road and it's in the country. You have no sounds of vehicles. You probably wouldn't see any people at all if you go there, you know, at the right times. And it's a big, huge open field in the middle of nowhere. And it's the best place to train your dog. The downside to that is it doesn't have it has a road through there, a parking lot, but it's of crushed asphalt. And I don't want my dog walking on crushed asphalt. That's new, actually. It used to be crushed gravel. When I trained Stormy there years ago, it was crushed gravel. And the other downside is there is people that live on the outskirts of the soccer field, and since they're in the country, they don't keep their dogs on leashes. Now, the many times we went over there, this is before we got Kitt, and this is when we had our other dog Stormy, there was always a couple dogs loose off leashes, and they could come up and say hi to you anytime. No, they're not vicious, I would almost guarantee that, but you know. Kitt seems to be a little weary of other dogs. I gotta tell you something real quick. I'm trying to hold back a dang cough again. Oh, I love the weather we're having right now, but holy, it gives up my allergies, something fierce. Okay, we're gonna go up here in this field and let him have some more sniffers while we finish out the video. The other day, when I was basically making a video of him being neutered, okay, if you watch the video, at the end of the video, I was talking about how I'm going to end the video because there's another dog ahead, and I want to be next to Angie when the other dog gets close to Kitt. Remember me saying that if you watch that video. Well, I made it up to Angie, and we got over there, and the car was about as far away as far as my Defiant from me. And an elderly lady was putting her poodle, a large poodle, inside, and the poodle broke loose and came right over to Kitt. smelled Kitt's butt, didn't try to growl. Kitt backed up like this, tail went a little bit between his legs. Kitt backed up, but sat there and looked at it. Looked at this other dog. Not scared that much, not as much as I thought he would be. No, of course, this other dog was very tame, no barking. The poodle was just interested. You know, like, wow, another dog. And of course, the owner of the dog was very apologetic. I felt so bad for her. It wasn't her fault. And I told her, I was like, well, actually, your dog's the first dog our dog's ever had contact with since we had him. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's like, no, don't be, ma'am. Don't be. It was going to happen. And I'm glad when it happened for the first time, it was with a very nice dog like you have. Now, did we try to get Kitt to get close to the other dog and make friends? No, because the owner of the dog was very, very shaken. She was very, very upset that her dog did that. And I tried to tell her, it's not your dog's fault, ma'am. These things happen. No harm was done. Well, Mr. Kitt, did I do this video justice? I know it was your idea. Hey, buddy. I know it was your idea. Did we do it justice? Did we show all the places that you go and train? And show the places I want to walk you at one day when you get better on the leash? One of the things I am looking into is something a little bit different to go around his neck. A leash, a collar, so to speak, that is made for training a puppy or a dog, yeah. Not one that's going to hurt him, no. But one that's made for that. Because I also noticed when he's on the harness, it's a little easier if I was to switch over to his collar on his neck sometimes. But we have the harness on him because I want him to be on the harness when we go into stores. Because one day, he might be licensed enough to go everywhere with me. That's the whole plan. I want him to be like a therapy dog in a way, so to speak. In other words, I want him to do what Stormy did for me, and that was my anxiety. The only reason Stormy couldn't go anywhere because Stormy did not like anybody. Just saying. Real quick before we close this out, I was reading online, how can I get my puppy to pee anywhere else besides his yard at home? And I was reading a comment of a story this lady was saying that they was going to their summer home and they had a puppy. And the puppy wouldn't use the bathroom anywhere else besides their backyard. So her husband had an idea. He grabbed up all a bunch of poo-poo out of the yard that his puppy, you know, left landmines, so to speak. And took it to the summer home and put it all over that yard. And son of a gun if it didn't work. Now, would I be able to do that here? Oh, heck no. Yeah, I'm just going to grab a bunch of piles of Kitt's poo-poo and just throw them all over the park. That's not going to work. No. And the reason it won't work because, come on, dog poops, you pick it up. But that worked for that gentleman. One day, I guess he may start using the bathroom other places besides home. And I truly believe once he starts using the bathroom down here, let's say, he'd be less scared. He will. But when that day comes, it may be a while. It may. I mean, I even gave Kitt. Here, let's finish this up in the car, guys. A couple times I let Kitt drink a whole bunch of water and immediately took him out, brought him down here to this park thinking he would have a pee. He didn't. One time. That's it. One time. He needs to have a pee down here multiple times. And when that happens, he'll put his scent down here. All right, guys. If I don't see you for quite a few days, you know why. As far as a ghost video, it was a ghost story I was wanting to make and air it on the 4th of July, or Halloween. I may still do that when I get a chance, but this time it'll be after the Halloween, 4th of July. I think I made that mistake on the video then too. Halloween and 4th of July are connected in my brain. Go figure. But since we have 4 days coming up, tomorrow is Friday. You may not be seeing this video till Saturday. Rain Friday, Saturday. It may be a small gap with no rain. If there is, I'm jumping on it. I could make that video then, but I want to go fishing. Sunday rain, Monday rain, and I think Tuesday may even rain. So, which, oh, actually Tuesday is rain because that's Halloween. So I still may do that ghost video, a ghost story at a location. I still may do it, but maybe after Halloween. Until next time, guys, I've taken up enough of your time. If you stuck with me to the end of the video, thank you so much for that. But I've taken up enough of your time. Kitt and I are going to go pick my wife up for lunch, and then we're going to train. We're going over the football field because I didn't see no geese poopy. And I want to at least start training him over there, too. Until then, come on, let's get out of here. Kitt and I, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.